Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie. Today we're going to be going over the June monthly budget. This is going to go over my fixed expenses and my fixed income. And then, of course, my weekly income is my gig economy work and also any of the income that comes in from my personal businesses. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side. And for right now, we're just going to lay out the monthly stickers. And let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. It's the same as almost always. A few things have changed right now, as you can see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. On Wednesdays, you do see numbers. Those numbers correlate with the 52-week challenge and the 100 envelope challenge. So they're just there basically to let me know how much I owe each week in those two challenges. Okay, so now that we're zoomed out, let me zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Move my water to the side. Haha. There we go. Okay, so as always, we have rent is going to be due on the 1st. And I'm going to put this one up a little bit because there's another one that goes on there. My water and electric is due on the 1st as well. I think they've pretty much stabilized my bill out, so now it's always due on the 1st. Before it was due like at the end of the month. And I think these last 2 months has been due on the 1st, so I think they're going to keep it on that way, which is perfect for me. The 1st is when my VA compensation comes in, so I like to get everything paid off as quick as possible. On the 2nd, we have the car note due. Oh, man. Okay. And then we have on the 5th a new bill, which is going to be Netflix. Seeing as I got the internet, I'm able to now stream Netflix faster than I was on my phone. So this is mainly for my children, but then also in my downtime when these last 3 weeks I haven't been driving as much. I haven't been feeling well, so I've just been taking the time off to relax and rest and recoup. I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I've been binge watching and doing a lot of YouTube and working on my businesses as well. I have a relaunch for one of my businesses on June 1st, but we're thinking about pushing it back to about the 8th or the 15th just to give ourselves a little bit more time with the slow shipping that's going on right now. I have Apple on the 10th. And that's just for my Apple Music. I will start back in June because everything's opening back up. I will start back doing a lot more of my Lyft and Uber as well as the food delivery. Sorry about that. I had to take a sip of water. My internet is going to be due on the 15th. And so that's also been stabilized now. We didn't know when that bill was going to be due, so now I know the 15th is when that bill will be due. Amazon Prime is also due on the 15th. So this is one of my sinking funds. Unfortunately, I didn't have much in it because I did have to borrow for an emergency earlier this year. So that's just going to come out of, the rest of it's going to come out of that envelope, and then I'm going to fund the rest of it from my actual paycheck and from my additional sources of income. We have the house phone is on the 17th. And this month you're not going to see Netflix because not Netflix. This month you're not going to see Nelnet. Lord, Netflix. Okay, this month you're not going to see Nelnet, which is usually on the 16th, because I just found out that I didn't have to pay Nelnet. And yes, I just found out that they deferred everything until September. So I'm going to take these next 2 months to pay down as much of everything else as I can pay down. And then I'm going to start back in August paying on my Nelnet so that I'm not like flustered when September comes, because that is school time for almost everybody. And then I have the personal loan on the 18th. I think this is done in July. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure this is my second to last payment, and then that will be done. Storage is going to be due on the 24th. And then car insurance is due on the 27th. And car insurance, I found out they have been crediting back money for your car insurance. So if you are not driving as much, they just gave it to everybody. But for me, I haven't been driving these last 3 weeks or so. I am going to let them know when I do start back driving as actively as I was before, so that they can go ahead and I can be covered, because I already know that that's going to cause an issue, especially since the fact that I have ride and share insurance. Okay, so the last two are going to be cell phone and car wash on the 30th. So that's everything. And so normally what I do with these throughout the month is I leave the lighter part blank, and what happens with the lighter part is that that's where I put in the actual amount that I did spend, and then I'll just check it off that I paid that bill, or that it automatically came out, because a lot of these are automatically drafted out of my account, and then some of them I have it so that I pay the amount, because sometimes I have to wait to make a payment a few days, so I can't have them take it out when they want to, or else they'll start charging fees, which is never fun. Okay, so now we're going to get into the numbers part of this budget. Yay, the part everybody loves. Okay, so you're going to see that there's a little bit of a difference. First of all, please ignore my holes on this side. I was getting a little bit happy with the Happy Planner punch, and I punched my holes all wrong. Sorry about that. Had to take a drink. So I have decided, after much debate, that I will share all of my numbers. And the reason why I choose to share all of my numbers is because, just to be honest, I don't really have I'm proud of the fact that I served, and that I do have compensation coming in because I from the disability, and I am also trying to help anybody who is just kind of stuck with, hey, I have this amount of money, I got to figure some things out. So for me, because I have been doing all of this for a while, saving up and everything has not been an issue. It's now became an issue since the whole pandemic started. But before COVID-19, it wasn't really that much of an issue to try to make things work out. And so I just want to, share all of my numbers, and then that way it gives everybody a clear kind of view of what I'm spending and what I have coming in and going out. Okay, so for the VA, that's going to be $1683.80. And then I have other on here. Other is I'm going to be receiving money back from money I had loaned out. That's going to be $500. And then I will be receiving child support for one child. And so that'll be $320. So altogether, my budgeted income for June is going to be $2,503.80. And that 8 looks weird. Okay. So those are my numbers. Yeah, my 8 looks weird. I might have to go back in and change that. Okay. So for rent, we are looking at $601. PWC, we have been doing really good with not using a lot of electricity. This is my lowest bill since I moved in here. And it is $128.99. So that's between water consumption, electric, and also the sewage and waste that they add into the bill. We have $494.02 for car. And I'm gonna zoom y'all in just a little bit more. There we go. $13.90 for Netflix. Okay. And then Apple's gonna be $10.69. And yes, I already went through and added tax to all of this. So that's why you see the numbers that you see. And for my PWC, I actually pay that at the terminal so that I don't have to pay the processing fees for using a card. So a lot of these, if you don't see like additional added onto it, it's because of the fact that I pay it in a way so I don't have to pay additional fees. Everything else, if I have to pay additional fees like taxes or anything else onto it or processing fee, it will be included when I write all of this down. And so we have internet is $95.66. And that might seem like a lot, but I've got like their second largest package for the internet, just because I have 3 children, a whole bunch of devices, and I myself need it for my businesses. So we use a lot. Amazon Prime is going to be $119. Now, I haven't paid it in a year, so I'm not sure if there's fees added onto that, but I did make sure that there would be enough to cover, a buffer to cover just in case. And then we've got Nelnet at $0. The house phone is at $22.25. And we've got the personal loan at $88. Storage is going to be at $140. Car insurance with the reduction in the rate is going to be $137.33. Cell phone is going to be at $80.90. And my car wash is at $35 as always. And now that I'm going to start back doing a lot of my driving, the car wash is going to come in handy because people do take stars off if your car is dirty on the outside and inside. So the car wash allows me to do like the vacuuming and everything else. And so altogether, this is going to be $1,966.74. Okay, and then for the last section, I have the savings challenges. So for the TBM, which is the Budget Mom challenges, I take those out of my weekly envelopes now. Well, I'm supposed to be doing it the whole time. Now I'm definitely doing it. So it's at $0 for my fixed budget, but at the end of the month, it will have money in it. When I do my end of the month budget, it just will come from my envelopes, my cash envelopes. 52-week challenge, I should be contributing $94 this month. And for the 100 envelopes, if I do the envelopes that I have assigned to myself, it should be $404. Okay, and altogether that's $498 for that. And I have all this written down. That's why it was so easy for me to go through it so quickly. It's just one of those things where I didn't want to have you guys like on here forever with me while I'm trying to figure everything out. So, subtracting how much the monthly bills are from the income and how much the savings challenges will be, it will leave me with $39.06 right there, $39.06 as my expected rollover. And I really do need to make a rollover section. And then, of course, once I go through the whole entire month and fill everything in, then we'll see what the true rollover is going to be. And that will go right here at the end when I close out my budget. So I would like to thank you guys for tuning in again. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. And if you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and subscribe. And thank you very much. Bye.